So back at it again with another one. I ain't been on this joint in a minute. That's crazy. You're prompted to turn on this joint. I always forget what I'm about to say. Um, as much as we joke around about being God's toughest soldier, man, this shit ain't for the weak. It ain't. Um, but also realizing how much love I have around me, right? So it's crazy, and I think I talked about this on another video. How like the last 5 or 6 years, I kind of put my mom at the forefront of my life, right? And now that she's gone, it's like everybody keeps asking me, okay, what you about to do? I haven't even had a chance to sit long enough and be like, yo, like, what is the next move? Because I put everything on hold for her. Like, I shifted, and my ears are like pounding. This ear was ringing and this ear is just pounding. Um, I don't know what it is I want to do, right? All I do know is something has to give, right? I want to continue hair for sure, right? Because that's something I'm talented at, right? Like, not everybody's blessed to have the talent to do hair, right? But at the same time, this journey as an entrepreneur has been, Lord, but I'm grateful because I'm around people who actually are running their business. Yo, shout out to one of my favorite mentors, bro. She just opened up another office out in Gaithersburg, bro. Kudos to her, bro. Seeing that was lit, bro. I'm happy for her, bro. And it's like I'm seeing people in real time running this shit. That is. And granted, it doesn't matter the industry, what they're in, what they do. Seeing success in real time and realizing that I am capable of doing that, right? And I see my success, right? I see how far I've come and how I've turned the idea into something that's tangible, right? And most people don't get the idea out of their head. But now it's like between family, and I'm not even gonna consider family a distraction because it's not at this point. Because I stopped hearing them a long time ago, and not on no disrespectful shit, but like everybody's gonna have their opinion. Everybody has their own way of dealing with grief. Everybody has their own way of looking at things, right? And it's gotten to the point where it's like I don't know, man. My mom's death has, I'm not gonna say it's healed me in a way, but like I'm just looking at everything and everybody differently. And granted, she lived life, you know what I'm saying, to the fullest extent. I don't even know. At this point, I'm just rambling. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. Um, the process of grieving, it looks different for everything and everybody. And my brother talked about this earlier. He was just like, yo, you just gotta get quiet and just allow your emotions to just be. Y'all, I had been an emotional wreck all week. Um, my face is mad irritated. Um, I got burned by some steam while I was cooking dinner. I don't think it's blistered over yet, but all of this is like on fire. Um, don't stick your face over the pot. um, man, what was I gonna hop on here and say, bro? And that happens every time. It's like every time I turn the giant on, it's like, oh, pick up the camera, pick the camera. What am I gonna say? All right. But I think I'm gonna sit and talk about grief and what it actually looks like. And I'm not grieving just my mom, but I'm grieving a past version of myself as well. Like you say that people pleaser mentality. I don't have anybody else to please but myself, bro. And now that I'm finally in that space where I can focus back on myself and be to myself, it's like, damn, like I can really, it's time for me to run this shit up. And even looking at it from the life insurance standpoint, yeah, now I got a story. Now I know how serious it is to need life insurance. Excuse me. See, somebody don't want me talking, bro. Or maybe that was confirmation. Um, how serious it is and how much you need life insurance, right? Funeral, 10 grand. 10 grand. If you're burying them and purchasing a casket, 20 grand, 30 grand. Who has that kind of money laying around? Unless, you know what I'm saying, you're an investor or, like I said, a successful entrepreneur or a successful business owner, you don't have that kind of money just laying around. And it's your civic duty, that is, to protect yourself so that way your kids ain't got to worry about it. Now, granted, like I said, my parents made the decisions that they made. You know, they had some flaws too. I ain't mad at them. I'm just grateful that there are resources and people are really showing up. Like God showed out. God showed out. I'm over here when she passed. I'm like, damn, how are we gonna take care of this, bro? I tried to get her a policy. I went through multiple, but her health was gone, and a final expense policy is up there, yo. I'm not gonna lie. Unless you're going through companies like AARP, AAA, Global Life, or what's another one? Colonial Penn, the one they be having the commercials about. Unless you go through them, and even then, you have to pay so much into your policy before, you know what I'm saying, hey, they give you 10 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand for, you know what I'm saying? My mom been sick for years now. Why didn't she have a policy in place? I don't know. I didn't learn about life insurance until recently, right? And that's what really pissed me off when I got to, and I shouldn't say that because I'm not even upset. It's just the tone that's coming off, bro. But that's what really pissed me off when I got to the job I'm at now, because they kept saying, well, Dad, we could have did something for her. I wish you would have known. We could have did this. We could have that. What do you mean you could have, right? But not understanding that there are all these rules to underwriting. There's all these fine lines that you got to read in between these contracts to even get people. It's like the ones that need it can't get it. And the ones that get it, they don't fully understand what is all incorporated in these policies, right? Yeah, some depending on how you get it set up, yeah, you can have, you know, living benefits. You can have, you know, cash to pull from after a certain period of time, right? But that's neither here nor there. I don't know. Grief to me is, it looks different every situation, every cycle. I don't even know the emotions that I'm feeling right now. I don't even have a word for them. I want to say I'm numb, but it's not numb because I'm feeling this shit in 4K. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm feeling every bit of this. You know how people say they feel heartbreak or they deal with heartbreak. You hear about, you know, couples when they lose a spouse, especially if they're older, they die of heartbreak. Literally, I think that's what I've been feeling this whole week. My chest hurts like shit, and it does. It feels muscular. It ain't like, and I know like it does. It feels like my heart's been ripped to pieces. I'm not gonna lie. At first, I thought it was the symptoms, and then I realized I was like, yo, I just lost my mom. Like, and me and my mom, we had our moments, bro. Yeah, it's funny because we butted heads so much, but we were the same damn person. Like, everything she would get upset at me about, it's like, yo, I got that from you. So it's not that, you know what I'm saying? In a sense, I guess I was triggering to her, bro. But she had trauma that she didn't heal. And later in a few months back, you know, my mom doesn't like, she suppresses things just like I do, right? Like I'm healing generational wounds here. You know what I'm saying? It's not just me, but it's, if your parents experienced something and they didn't heal from it, they teach you and parent you from those wounded standpoints if you understand where I'm coming from, right? So realizing that in times when I really did need my mom, and understanding that she didn't have the capacity because those are wounds that she hadn't yet healed. And in a sense, slowly but surely, by me healing myself, I was able to help her get through some of her wounds. Right? We talk about we reparent our parent. I was the parent to the parent. I mean, nothing wrong. I'm not gonna speak down on my mom. We had our ups, we had our downs. You only know what you know. Most people don't get past, and most people don't even get into the spiritual journey. They don't. And it's just like, I'm hearing everybody. Like I said, my mom she was a beacon of light. Every room she walked into, you know, no matter what she was going through, she always found a way to, if somebody was having a bad day or she wanted everybody to feel included. She wanted everybody to feel love, right? She did that through her art. She did that through her creativity. I don't know where this video is going. Yeah, I don't know where this is going. Grief. Now that she's gone, what do I do? Alright? And it's like, okay, continue on with life. Life don't stop, right? But do I stay? Do I go? And it's just like, I keep hearing that it's time to go. Well, what exactly does that mean? Like, in my head, I'm thinking it's go time. Like, we just gotta lock in. But God has showed me that I receive best when I'm still and quiet. Success in the stillness. Before I make any impulsive moves, just sit still. Figure out a plan, bro. It's like, I feel so far behind, but it's like I'm not, bro. Like, I'm dead ass running 3-4 businesses and a non-profit, bro. Like, I'm not behind. I'm well ahead. It just don't feel like it, bro. Like, what is success? You know what I mean? Like, granted, as a business owner, this shit don't get easy. You're not gonna see your first. Everybody that I talk to that's in business, they didn't start seeing any real results until 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, granted, yeah, I had to put everything on pause. Didn't understand finances, didn't understand taxes, didn't understand how to structure a business properly, bro. I was just selling shit. You know what I'm saying? Providing services. And it's like, now really coming up with systems in play to retain clients. Coming up with systems in play to automate things for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, even my hair clients, I'm still doing everything manually, sending them texts before I go and do their hair. Instead of like creating an automated system that automatically texts them a reminder, you know what I'm saying, things to do, just making life easier for me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm learning this shit in real time. And yeah, if y'all do ask, my mom was how I got in the hair. I started cutting my mom's hair and my brother's hair since I was legit. I think the first time she let me touch her hair, I was 12, 13. And just like every now and again, she had one barber in particular she would go to, right? And he always would tell me, your mom's hair is the hardest hair to cut. And if y'all see my mom, she has real fine and curly hair, right? And he was always like, yo, her hair texture is the hardest to cut because it doesn't lay correctly. You gonna have to, you gotta cut over, comb it, do what you gotta do, cut over again, comb it, cut over again, comb it. And it's still, the fade is never gonna be even, bro. And it's crazy because I came across a video of the last time I cut her hair. And I was like, damn, I've come a long way. Her fade was clean as fuck, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, her shit was, it was laid to the gods. Laid to the gods. But yeah, nah. Yeah, I'm not gonna say I got in her hair because of her, but she was my first client. Her and my brother. My first clients. When it came to locks, I mean, shit, I was locking my own hair. My first pair of starter locks was my older brother. I did his locks. And I mean, he still got them. Shit. But his thing was him finding a loctician. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying, when I was doing his hair, I was there like every 2-3 weeks to redo it. But if I'm not in Nashville, I can't really do his hair. You know what I'm saying? So that was another thing in itself. But yeah, doing hair is a God-given gift. It is. So I'm not giving up on that. Eventually, like I said, I'm doing this empathic listening shit. That never stopped. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't charge for it. Now I'm about to start charging for that shit. For real. But not even that though, but just understanding what I have to offer and the value that I give and putting that out there. Like, my hardest thing has been marketing what it is I do, right? Because I don't just sell life insurance. I don't just provide legal services. I do every fucking thing under the sun. And if you need it, I got it. Like, I literally am the plug, bro. The connect. Literally, whatever it is you need, I got. You need music distribution, I got you. You need promotion, I got you. You need a lawyer, I got you. Need somebody to do your taxes, help you fix your credit, I got you. 1738. I'm like, hey, what's up, hello? Sit your pretty ass soon as you came in that door. I'm so tired, y'all. I'm running off of an hour of sleep. And that's another thing. Bro, please, to everyone, just have your affairs in order. I understand nobody wants to think about death. Nobody wants to think about the afterlife. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. But handling my mom's affairs and arrangements. Now, granted, I'm grateful that we sat down and had the conversation about what she wanted her final wishes to be. And I'm glad that we had that in writing. But she did not have a formal will at all. She did not have, oh, my face hurts. Yo, that sting. I'm surprised that y'all didn't blister up. This shit hurt like shit. Yeah, please have your affairs in order. Have your estate in order for your children's sake. For your children's sake. Please. However you want to go out, if you want a burial, if you want to be cremated, I mean, these are things that you really have to think about, bro. Like, your family's not going to know what to do if you don't tell them. And please get life insurance. Whether it's a term policy and, you know what I'm saying, you add on, but God forbid, please make sure you're protected. That is your duty. It is not your child's job. It is not your children's job to prepare your estate, to handle your affairs when you're gone. You need to have it in writing. You need to have a trust or a will. At least a will stating what it is that you want, you know what I'm saying, what you want done. And then having a life insurance policy in place. So God forbid if anything does happen, You ain't gotta worry. Your kids ain't gotta worry about nothing, bro. I have been so stressed out. Now, granted, thank you for my family for stepping in, but it's been so overwhelming because my mom didn't have anything together. She thought she had more time, and God was like, "Yo, time's up." And it really puts in perspective that you don't have as much time as you think you have, bro. So while you're here, while you're thinking about it, make sure you're protected today and get things in order. Get things in order. Um, if you need either of those services, there are a few insurance carriers that do offer will and trust. Um, but through Legal Shield, I can get you situated with a trust lawyer or a will, yeah, an estate lawyer, or an estate attorney, right? Yeah. Um, where they can sit down and answer all the questions, get you situated with the right types of wills, the right types of trust, so that way when you do file for these carriers for your life insurance, you know all that needs to be filled out. So you're killing two birds with one stone, right? Get at me so I can get you all situated with that. Right now, I'm in a point in space in my life where I'm still learning financial literacy, and like I said, I'm living below my means, or at least trying to, bro. Life is difficult, and since this war shit done started up, bro, gas jumped up a dollar. Bro, I was out Waldorf today, bro, and usually I gas up for like 260 something up here in Clinton. I gas up for like 260 something, 270 maybe. Bro, I was out Waldorf, gas was up to 356. Well, there goes that. It was fun while it lasted. Shit, man. Gas is getting up here to the what did we used to say, the honor roll GPA? Ooh, child, bro. But the good news is, if you're in the markets, and that's what I'm saying, I gotta find me another broker, bro, where I can trade all my assets. But I think I'm about to just stick to stock options because I've been having mad success on Nasdaq. Um, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna switch to stock options and just trade off of Robinhood, and we will finally. I like Webull because they offer paper trading, but now you have to get what's it called? Because before they didn't let you, if you didn't have, I think you needed like so much capital in order to trade on Webull. But now they've switched it to where all you have to do is apply for a level 2 and you can trade stock options on Webull. So, because before I was like, damn, I could only trade stock options on Robinhood. And even Robinhood, if you don't got, they'll let you place up to 3 trades a week if you have less than 25,000 in your account. Which, I mean, that's more than enough because off of one trade you can make, the most I've made on one trade was like 2 something, and that was a light, like that was a smooth trade. Oh, my face, it hurts. Um, so yeah, so I think because right now, like, I'm trying to find like a forex broker for me to trade gold on, and my bro hooked me up with one, but of course you know it takes a couple of days for you to get the KYC and shit, all that taken care of, or the KCY, I think is what it's called. But you know, limitations to that too. I had looked into the prop firms, but it takes so long to get a payout, bro. There's so many rules. I just want to trade and get paid, bro. I just want to trade and get paid. But but yeah, man, I'm just figuring out my next steps. When you center your life around somebody and they're no longer there, it's like, damn, what do I do now? And like that ass, that's what I'm thinking about. Everybody keeps asking me, okay, you gonna move back to Tennessee? I mean, I might give me some property out there, but right now, I want to conquer the DMV first before I leave anywhere, right? There has been family that has shown up. And shout out to my PHP family, shout out to my SOS family. Y'all have made this transition. It's been difficult, but through words of wisdom, words of encouragement, y'all are showing me in real time that y'all really do care, and I've never experienced it in that sense. Like, folks are consistently reaching out. Like, um, I ain't gonna put no names out there, but a few people in particular have, reached out just today just to check on me. And it's like I felt something in my heart space. Like, I wanted to start crying because it's just like, damn, like, granted, don't get me wrong, like when I initially posted that my mom passed, like everybody, people I ain't talked to in years hit me up sending their condolences, right? But then it's like, damn, what do I say? I ain't talked to these folks in years. You know what I mean? It's like I kind of gave everybody like a thank you, a couple of emojis, you know what I'm saying? But this whole process, none of this shit feels real to me, bro. Like, and I can't say that I'm numb, but none of this feels real, bro. It feels like I could still go down the street and go see her and go give her a hug, but it's like I know she's not there no more. Or even hearing her voice, hey, let's go do this, let's go do that. I realize it's gonna take some time. I do. But I'm not just grieving her, I'm grieving a past part of myself, bro. I'm grieving what was and accepting what can be. Like I said, I put everything on hold. Everything to come back home and try to get home situated. And it's like everybody keeps telling me, hey, your job well done. You did what you were supposed to do. Now go live. And it's like my mind is still so centered on family, right? But it's like, okay, now I can go and be, but it's like shifting my mindset back. And I think I talked about this in another video, how conditions were not in my favor, but I learned how to adjust to these conditions so that way I could survive, right? But now realizing that I have to adapt again because I no longer have to be in survival mode, but having to adapt my mind, adapt my thoughts, adapt my actions, right? In order to climb this next section of the mountain, right? Or at this point, I am at the peak, and that is what's making it so hard to get up there. I keep slipping on the ice. You know what I'm saying? I'm having a hard time breathing. My chest hurts. You know, I got tears in my eyes. I can't see shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that goes back to the song that I wrote, man. Like, when we call on God, He hears us, but you have to be prepared to hear the answer too. Like I said, understanding what surrender really means. I can only control what I can control. And I gotta let go of things that I cannot control. Understanding I had to let my mom go in order for me to leave and be, I couldn't keep her at the center of my life and trying to still figure out life, right? Now, granted, some of us, we gotta do what we gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Like, spend time with your parents. You never know, you know what I'm saying? But my situation was different because I literally did put her first. I stopped caring about me. I stopped caring about my well-being. And God was like, no, that's not how this is supposed to work. And finding that balance. And it's like, now that she's gone, it's like, yo, what do I do now? And God just keeps telling me, live. What is it that you want to do? I've been taking this trading shit seriously. You know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing progress from that. It's time to go and get this funded account started. You know what I mean? My business, my digital products, like it's really out here helping people. This life insurance shit. Now I got a story to tell. I got testimonies to tell, bro. Like I'm feeling it different. It's giving me a different motivation to sell. Legal shit with all this fuck shit going on. I just want y'all to make sure y'all got your affairs in order. Like I said, get your will, get your trust established, get you somebody on your side that can tell you how to set it up, free of cost, literally. And then once you're situated with that, get your life insurance policy. Point blank period. Doing hair, for being a steward to the gifts that I have, bro. God ain't give me all this talent for nothing. I gotta put it to use. And even the music, man, I keep putting music on the back burner, and that's my greatest form of expression, because it's like that's the rawest part of me, bro. And yeah, I played a few snippets here and there, but like really locking in with that, learning how to engineer, how to produce more efficiently. Like I said, I started producing when I was in college. Learning how to, like you say, mix and master what it sounds like before, and then trying to get it to sound like some, recording studio A1 sound, you know what I'm saying? When all you working with is a podcast mic and band lab, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, my face hurts. Put some aloe on it or something. I didn't think the burn was that bad, but y'all, like the steam came up and just nothing but steam and then water, just all this. But yeah, it's like God's giving me the ball and he's like, go play ball, and it's like I'm just looking at the ball like, what do I do? Literally, like, what do I do? I need direction now. I need direction. And then he keeps telling me, pick back up where you left off. With the businesses, pick back up where you left off. Pick up raw again. Get back to designing clothes. I love doing that. That shit didn't feel like work to me. It didn't. Like, the creativity came so effortlessly. Doing art. Painting canvases. It came effortlessly. Like, it didn't feel like I was running a business. It didn't feel like, and that's what I'm saying. That's what my passion is. Life insurance is not my passion. And I'm not even mad at that, but I gained another asset, and I'm learning financial literacy. I'm learning everything that I need to learn, and I'm surrounded by people who have embodied what it means to have power, or have empowered me to go harder. You know what I'm saying? That have empowered me to, hey, you got this, bro. Like, seeing everybody's growth in this environment is absolutely amazing, and how much it really is like a family, bro. Excuse me, man. But it's like, what do I want to do? For so long, I kind of let everybody just dictate what it was. Yeah, that joint, what's that, Key Palmer? It's my turn now, and you know that I'm ready. It's my turn now, and you know that I'm steady. I don't forgot the lyrics, but I think it was by Kiki Palmer. 'Cause it's my turn now. Oh, 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 oh. And then I'm looking rough as hell. There was an eczema patch that popped up under my eyebrow. Because I get, in the wintertime, like, my skin is mad sensitive. Bro, it looked like somebody blacked my eye this morning, bro. I said, hey, cuz, like, come on, man. Come on. Because I usually get them literally, like, around, like, my lips or on my chin. They'll pop up. This shit was up under my eye. I said, hey, cuz. I promise y'all I'm sober. I'm just running off of 2 hours of sleep. If that. I don't even think I slept the full 2 hours. I just kind of just tossed and turned. Yeah, at this point, this shit just a fucking rant. I don't even know if I'm gonna post this shit, bro. I'm like, these videos, I'm just recording. But it's like, it's crazy because it's like I'll get random downloads and it's like, okay, what's for me and what's for the collective, right? But collectively, we all going through the same shit. I mean, God forbid, you know what I'm saying? But if you are going through the same thing, if you just lost a parent or a loved one, and you're like, bro, what the hell do I do now? Shit, we in the same boat. We in the same boat. And then handling affairs, and then there's shit everywhere. She didn't have her shit together. This too much. This ghetto. And that's how I feel. Like, I don't want to deal with none of this shit. But we have to get it done. We got to take the next steps to get through it, bro. You got to get through it to get to it. You know what I mean? So, yeah. For you all that have kids, or if I'm talking to the older crowd, because recently it's been a few people that have been a little older who have told me how much their videos resonate. Please have your affairs in order. Please set you up a will or a trust stating what your final wishes are, how you want your arrangements to be. Woo woo woo. Please get your life insurance policy. Please. Some start off at $10 a month. Some are a little more. It all depends on what your goals are and what you can afford. Right? You can sit down and I can give you a financial analysis to see, you know what I'm saying, what's affordable to you. And not even that, like, it really just depends on what it is that you want and how you want to protect your family. Life insurance is affordable. Please don't think that, oh, I don't have no extra money for this. Trust me. What you spend going to McDonald's every day, to Starbucks, to what you're spending on daily or monthly subscriptions, you can get your life insurance policy and make sure your family's protected. God forbid anything happen. No, we don't want to think about it. But get things situated and in place so that way when the time does come, you're not scrambling. Your family's not guessing on what it is and how you want to live in the afterlife. Your family's not stuck paying debts and bills and things getting foreclosed, things getting repoed, the whole nine. Literally 2 days after my mom passed, her shit was repoed. And until I have a death certificate, I can't process anything because I'm not next to kin. So I have to go get something called a transfer of estates. I gotta get my dad to sign off on shit because they were still married, but they were separated. So I gotta have him sign off on shit in order for me to get stuff done. Lords, it's been a nightmare dealing with her affairs. It's been a nightmare. But we're getting through it. And I'm just telling y'all, please have your stuff in order for your children or whoever your next of kin is. Please. Nobody likes to play the guessing game. Nobody wants to be thrown off guard because they thought that you had your affairs in order and you didn't. Please take care of business and don't leave it for your kids. Don't leave it for your next of kin. Don't leave it for your family. That is your duty as a person living. Take care of yourself, fool. And I'm not saying this to be, anything can happen. Like I said, I've lost homies, I've lost loved ones, I've lost sisters, I've lost, you know what I'm saying? So like when it's still time to go, it's your time to go. It don't matter what your age is. And I keep saying get protected today because life ain't promised tomorrow. It's not. But please, save your family the headaches. Save your family the guessing. Save your family the heartache. It's already bad enough you gotta grieve, but having to deal with your affairs and figuring shit out on top of it is a whole nother. It's a whole nother monster. And all I kept saying was, "Damn, mom, damn, damn, Daniel, damn, yo, yeah." Please have your affairs in order so your family ain't gotta deal with it. And if you need help or want to know what that looks like, schedule a 30-minute call with me. Click the link in the description below. Schedule a 30-minute call. Let me know what it is you need. And that's with any of my resources. If you need, like I said, if you need attorneys, if you need lawyers, if you need a law firm, if you're looking for estate planning, if you're filing for divorce, if you got civil and criminal cases that are, you know what I'm saying, God forbid, but if you got shit you got going on and you need legal services, let me know. Schedule that 30-minute call. Let me know that's what you need. I need legal services. We can get more in depth about what we offer. If you are looking for retirement planning, looking to purchase life insurance, or just learning more about financial literacy in general, learning how ways that money grows, learning how to the 5 homes of money and other assets and investments or assets that you can invest into, let me know. I got you with that too. Shit, if you just need somebody to fucking talk to, bro, and just an open ear. And it's crazy because it's like I'm going through all this shit and everybody's like, yo, how are you so strong? And even people that like my mom, like, because my mom impacted everybody, right? I had somebody call me the other night and they called me just boo-hooing, and I get it, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like everybody's like, yo, how are your emotions so regulated? They're not, but I take the time to try to regulate them, you know what I'm saying? Because if not, I'm a ticking time bomb, you know what I mean? And it's like everybody grieves differently. Everybody handles their emotions differently. I've never been one to sit. Y'all seen in my previous videos, bro. I don't like crying. I don't. Should be making my eyes hurt. But if I need to cry, fool, then I'ma cry. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. God has given me that peace. She's free. I'm free. I just gotta figure out what the fuck it is I'm gonna do. I just gotta figure out what it is I'm gonna do. And there's a couple different things that I want to do. Now just take the right course and God will lead the rest of my steps. As long as I'm doing it in purpose and with purpose, I'm gonna be straight. I just gotta figure out what it is that I want to do, and I can't put money as the center of everything, if that makes sense. Yeah, you need the bread to survive, but in this season, I really do think God just wants me walking in purpose. And He's putting people in my life to cultivate relationships and really just kind of just be, you know what I mean? The stability guide, helping people get from survival to stability to stewardship. And I'm learning in real time that they're all simultaneous. Nothing is ever, you don't just get out of survival mode and get the stability. Some parts of you are still in survival. And it's like you migrate and you begin to learn about stability, right? But as you're actively moving into stability, you know, parts of you still want to take from the survival culture. You know what I'm saying? But as you're locking on to stability, you're realizing, okay, yes, I'm stable. I can start actually investing into my gifts. I can start stewarding the things that God gave me. And you learn those things from survival. You know, y'all hear where I'm coming from? Like, so it's just like heal, grow, elevate. You're constantly healing, you're constantly growing in order to elevate, right? All of them are happening simultaneously. Nothing is happening, oh, I gotta heal, then I grow, then no, it's not how that works. You're gonna heal a little bit, you're gonna grow a little bit, you realize that growth hurts, you gotta go back to healing. Once you heal, okay, we can grow again because you're looking at your mistakes. And then as you're growing, you're elevating, you're able to continue to strive. Things don't stop you. You're not distracted as easily. And that's another thing I want to talk about, distractions. Yeah, the devil is going to throw everything at you if you want to look at it from that perspective. Yes, there is going to be hella distractions. But that's how you know you're getting closer and closer to your breakthrough. Because you're not letting those distractions fuck you up. Now, granted, losing a parent, losing a loved one, I'm not gonna call that a distraction, but it is a huge derailment, and it's up to you whether if you're gonna let that keep you down, or if you're gonna get back and use that as motivation, man. And it's like I looked at it last night. It's like everything I did out of hustle was for my mama, man. Everything I did out of ambition was her. That was for her. I got it from her. I learned from her. She was my wife. It's just I gotta figure out how to cultivate this with passion, bro. Straight up. Like, cause my purpose is to serve. My purpose is to heal. Right? And I'm a healer, but I heal by doing the smallest shit. Like, I heal by just putting smiles on people's faces. I heal people by just listening. I heal people by just being in the room. So it's like my purpose is loud and clear, and as long as I'm walking within that, and every day I strive to be a better version of myself, because I never did quit. Okay, yeah, I put shit down for a moment, because for the moment it just wasn't it. But nothing ever stopped. The business never stopped. The goals never stopped. Like, I just had to figure out how to adapt to the situation, bro. And that's all you can do. That's all you can do. So, whoever this was for, I hope it resonated. Yeah, it's all over the place. But hopefully you got what you needed out of this. No, I'm not high. I'm just on 1 hour of sleep. And I can't see, so I'm over here squinting like a bit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, man. This shit. Have your affairs in order. Or at least begin taking the steps to put your affairs in order. If you're not 100% sure on what you need, like I said, schedule a 30-minute call with me, and I can kind of take you through and talk you through the things that I'm having to do with my mom, and her passing, and dealing with her affairs and all the things that are needed with that. Granted, nobody wants to create arrangements. Nobody wants to think about that. But if you have them prepared and you know what it is you want, it just makes it easier on your family. Just get it in writing and sign off on it and make sure everybody's aware of it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this joint. I'm trying not to make these as long, but oh god, it hurts. I gotta stop touching my face. But yeah, y'all. Until next time, take it easy. Take it easy if you are, because I know what I'm going through, probably about 50,000 other people are going through right now. Breathe. You're gonna be okay. If I find that video, I'll tag it below. Yeah, breathe. Get quiet, meditate, and do some deep breath work. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it, release. Allow your body to feel the emotions that you're feeling at the moment. It's okay to cry. It's okay to scream. It's okay to yell. It's okay to be angry, bro. You gotta let those emotions out. You can only control what you can control. To understand surrender, that's a difficult one. And I'll talk about that at another time. Because for me, surrendering was letting my mom go. She fought a good fight. She stayed as long as she could. But ultimately, it was her time to go. Ultimately, she needed rest. And God called her home. So, it might not be how we want it. We make plans, God laughs. But just know that it's working out in your favor. He's right there with you, holding your hand. Don't ever feel like you're alone. And if you are asking for answers and you want answers, you gotta be able to quiet your mind enough to hear the answer. God only speaks to you in the stillness. Most people only receive in the stillness. You gotta rest and allow your mind to be quiet in order to receive. So please be at ease. This is just a storm. This is just one season. You won't get through it. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. I didn't forget the lyrics. But the song is called Reborn by what is it, the Kids See Ghosts? I think that's Kanye. It's Kanye and Kid Cudi. Is that his name? Yeah, Kid Cudi. I'm at peace. And you can get there too. You just gotta let your mind. You just gotta let your mind flow. There's no forcing it. There's no. You gotta go through all the emotions. You gotta allow yourself to feel that. Nobody can rush grief. And if anybody is rushing you, tell them fuck them. And you need to do what you need to do. If you need to take a few more days to yourself, you just need to get quiet, then go do that, but don't stay there. If you do need somebody to talk to, like I said, schedule a 30-minute call with me, and yeah, I'll get you set up on Zoom. We can have weekly Zoom meetings. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking this shit seriously because I know it's part of my purpose. I'm meant to help people get through the same things that I got through. You know what I'm saying? That's why God gives us wisdom and lessons. You know, he has us go through these experiences so we can share our experiences with the next person to help them through what we're going through. So if you need anything, schedule a 30-minute call with me and we'll set something up for sure. Whether it's any of the services that I provide or that you need. Like I said, I'm the Connect, providing life-changing resources, solutions, and opportunities to families and individuals. So let me know what it is that you need. And if you just want to talk, I'm here as an open ear too. No judgment over here. So yeah, until next time, love, light, Ashe. And I love y'all. Take it easy, man. I send my condolences to anybody who, prayers and condolences to anybody that's lost a loved one. It's not easy, but just know that you're not alone. I love y'all. Take it easy. Till next time.